Welcome back. Here we go. Episode 30.
Episode
30. You guys
Dirty
know
30.
it's your favorite sports podcast, the Collegian Cooldown. We are indeed back.
Welcome back.
Pleasure. It's always a pleasure.
Always.
First one of the semester. It's taken a minute. We had Print.
Playing
through some injuries
illness.
last week.
Yeah.
Back off
tough.
the PUP list.
I wouldn't wish what I had to go through on my worst enemy. But we're back.
Put that all behind us.
Was going to fight through it, but decided, we can wait a week.
Yeah, we didn't have those COVID, blockers here, clear blockers like they had on inside the NBA. But we are back. I mean, you know who we are. Finley, Nolan, Kobe, Shaq, dynamic here. You know who we are. And we're back.
Obviously, one more Shaq.
We got Jordan Love, Romeo Dobbs. Whatever duo you want to talk about.
Raiders firing coaches.
Yeah, we got it all here. We got Rayshawn Luke, Bryson Donaldson.
There you go.
For you Bulldog fans. For the Red Wave. We are back. We got a lot to talk about. Spring, sports, some new ones coming in next week, softball and baseball. Golf, back. Yes, you'll be seeing a women's golf preview here coming up very soon.
Hopefully Wednesday.
Hopefully. That's
Soon.
when they tee off their first tournament of the semester.
Oh, Wednesday? Oh, I got to get that preview out now.
We gotta get the photos up. We got to get it all ready. So many things going on, and it's Super Bowl week.
It is Super Bowl week. It's been so long since we've done a podcast that I think the last time we did a podcast, the Packers were leading the NFC North.
At one point, the Green Bay Packers were poised for a wonderful playoff run. I would be sitting here on Super Bowl Sunday, so nervous, shaking. Instead, here we are, Seahawks against the Patriots, a rematch of
one of the greatest Super Bowls ever.
Intercepted at the goal line. For whatever reason, they chose to not give the ball to Marshawn Lynch. So, will we be seeing that again?
No,
Walker.
The Seahawks are going to win by 30.
Okay.
So
a blowout.
I think Drake May's hurt. He hasn't looked the greatest in the postseason. I think Seattle's defense is, the second best they've seen, besides Houston's.
Sam Darnold gets it done.
I think Sam Darnold, fight on.
There we go. Former Trojan.
Gets himself a nice little career in Seattle. So,
you name all these quarterbacks in the NFL: Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Sam Darnold. Could get a ring before those two. I'm not saying anything. I love Sam Darnold, former Trojan. I wanted him to succeed throughout his career, and now he gets his big shot.
You just wouldn't have expected it from that, especially from that draft class.
Over Lamar Jackson, over all these guys.
I think that draft class he'd be the first in 2018.
Yeah, because it wouldn't be
Baker.
No.
Or Allen or Jackson or Rosen.
It wasn't chosen. Rosen will not be getting a ring. But let's reel it back in here to what we're talking about. First things first, Fresno State basketball. Start with a little hotter of a team with the men's team.
Yeah, they are. Is that 10 and 11?
10 and 11.
I want to say they're 11 and 12.
11 and 12? A game outside of 500.
Yes.
Game under 500.
Something like that.
4 and 6 in the Mountain West. We're sitting here in February.
And that's double the wins they had last year in the conference, and it took them until March to get the second. So
they are in 8th place in the conference. They're not in 11th.
Not last.
They are above a couple teams.
I think they're above Colorado State still.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about a interesting season for them. They were 11 and 1 heading into conference play, and they just haven't been able to put it together.
But who has put it together? At times, sort of. The Bulldogs.
At times, yeah. I think we've seen a tale of two seasons. You got that non-conference slate where they were winning games, and then the end of the non-conference into conference play where they left a few games on the table, and then came back, had a nice little win streak with beating San Jose State and Colorado State and Wyoming, and but then had to go on the road to play in the pit, and just haven't found their footing yet after that.
did just beat Air Force. David Douglas Jr. You heard the name last year. You probably saw him on the end of the bench with a banged up knee.
Tracksuit and knee brace.
And look at what he's been able to do in a full season. 21 points last game in the win against Air Force.
Been electric, and I think that helps. Just lengthen your team, gives a little weight off the shoulders of Hydebreeder, weight off the shoulders of Collins, and but you just need him to be consistent. And I think you kind of saw flashes of it, but you also saw him. He was a little tired at times once he started to get extra minutes. So hopefully, a little bit of conditioning up in Mile High might help him out a little bit.
Yeah, the whole big problem this year, you have no closer or one guy to create the offense because Zayon can do it, but for whatever reason hasn't shown what he was able to do last season.
And I mean, when he has the ball in his hands at the end of the game, it's scary. I mean, he gets up to the free throw line, and it's like he's at least missing one, if not both. I think that was a big key of one of their losses was missed free throws, and I think they ended up losing a game by 2 where they were up 1 with 20 seconds left. So
anything to relieve some pressure of Hydebreeder, who is great off the ball. You hear Wahlberg post game. He's a great cutter. He can cut. He can create separation without the ball.
And he can shoot free throws.
And he can shoot free throws, get to the line.
That's the guy you want with the ball in the hand at the end of the game. But, he's had games, where he's dropped 30, 25, but, is he that consistent of a scorer? Not, we haven't seen it. So if Douglas can provide, those, 13, 15 points a game, Hydebreeder gives you 17, Colin gives you 14, and 5 assists, and Wilson Jack gives you 8 and 14.
See what Gorey, the freshman, can do too.
Oh yeah,
We'll
Sean
see.
Gorey.
I mean, I
high flyer.
Getting those oops, he's up in the air. If you're tuning into a Fresno State men's basketball game, odds are
you'll see him in the air.
He is in the air, trying to finish a oop, getting a board. The guy is constantly in the air, but the team is sitting at a game under 500, middle of the pack, 8th place in the Mountain West. They gave up at least 4 games in the non-conference.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have been going into Mountain West play undefeated. It's not ridiculous to say that.
I mean, you had the Arkansas game.
Yeah.
So.
One loss. Yeah. Well,
but.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I mean, you look at the second game of the season, 67-66, just could not put him away in the second half and let him hang around. And I asked Wahlberg at the end of that game, look, this is the same song and dance as last year. How do you stop this? And and then you saw flashes after the I believe it was the UC San Diego game where they were at 2-2, and then they played teams like Stephen F. Austin and Utah Valley, where they were up and had close games, and they won. And you're like, okay, this boat's starting to turn, and then wheels fall off after they go to Selland, and they lost their footing for a while. I mean, they lost the Selland game, which
very winnable game.
And then they go to Arkansas and lose by, I think, 26. So,
which was, that was in the cards.
An SEC ranked opponent. I think Arkansas is still, top 15 team in the nation. But then they close out the non-conference at Northridge, and that's the game that I was talking about with Collins. Was I think he and Hydebreeder had it in the backcourt. They foul. They're up 1, and Collins gets fouled, and he's high-fiving and whatnot, and then misses both free throws, and it's like, okay, we got ourselves a game.
Cannot happen. Yeah.
Northridge hits a 3 with I think 2 seconds left, pulls it out of the jaws of defeat. So, and then a couple actual conference games that they've dropped that probably should have, which, that's a couple standing spots right there right now. I mean, everyone's kind of packed in the middle. You kind of have your upper echelon, your San Diego State, Utah State, New Mexico up at the top, but everyone 4 to 10 pretty much is within, I think,
it's there for the taking. Yeah,
3 games. So I mean, that's huge for seeding. That's huge for matchups and stuff like that. So they're gonna have to figure it out and get consistent down the stretch.
They lose by 1 to Nevada. They lose by 7 or 8 to GCU. That was a lot. The final score was a bunch of free throws in the end.
Yeah.
But the Bulldogs took the lead and could not take the lid off the basket for the final 2 minutes, even at the free throw line.
Yeah. I mean, GCU is a tough team. I mean, they'd come in, they'd beaten San Diego State, they'd beaten a ranked Utah State team. Granted, they were at home, and I think that's one of the best college basketball environments, in the nation, maybe besides Gonzaga. But, I think, you're looking at a team that's still, you got to think, there's still quite a few freshmen on that team. I think senior night in a month, they'll be honoring, I think, 1 player. I think they honored team managers last year.
Yeah.
Because, all their seniors decided to, self-sabotage. But, yeah, I think this year they're going to be celebrating just Heidbreeder. I think he's the only senior on roster. So, it's a young team. So the fact that they have been able to, close out these games. One of the games that I really thought was impressive, that I thought really had them turn a corner, was the Colorado State game. They were up, I want to say, like 14 at half, 36-22, and they let Colorado State immediately get back into the game, and I thought, all right, here we go again. They're going to end up losing it, but, they had a little bit of crowd juice behind them, and I think it was a Deshaun Gorey alley-oop that kind of turned the tape, and from there, I don't think Bulldogs ever went down by more than like 5. So, there was a consistent game where, Colorado State was never in reach, never one possession away. And, so that's a game that comes to mind. And then, the Wyoming game, another one, I think it was a 2-0 week, and that was a big moment for them.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up the crowd. We'll touch on the crowd for both teams that play in the Save Mart Center. But you go to some of these games, this crowd is juiced.
It is. It's been loud the last couple games I've been to. I think Colorado State game was about maybe, typical 4,000 range. And then, sitting in the back of the media room at the end of the game, and you get an email, hey, get free tickets to this game. Okay. All right. They're going to start advertising.
They're pulling out all the stops now. They're
Yeah.
doing a lot of advertising. A bunch of people get in for free.
I think it was 6,500 for that Wyoming game, and then last home game they had against GCU was about 64. So it's a nice boost. I'm sure the players like playing in, more than, fifth full stadium. So
yeah.
But I got to get it evened out, I say.
Yeah, because
we'll touch on that.
There's definitely one team that is feeling the love. I think one a little less. I think that's a perfect segue. Jump on to our next team. That's the women's basketball team, 10-13 overall. A little worse in the Mountain West, 4-8, and they are rocking a 4-game losing streak.
And they were 10-9. There was a period of time where I think basketball teams were over 500. I think men's basketball was right at 500, and women's was right at 10-9. And you thought, okay, this is a turning point in the program. But they've just a little bit of a rough patch. I mean, they've played some good teams on the road, but last 2 home games. I mean, they played a top team in the Mountain West in Colorado State, but that was a team they took down to the wire in Fort Collins. You like to see them be a little more competitive at home. So, it's first year bumps. They kind of been. Someone's got their voodoo doll. They've had they've had some tough injury luck this year.
Mm-hmm.
It started with Ashlyn Reen going down with that knee injury, and whether it was Santa Clara or at the Big Easy Classic in New Orleans, there was someone has grabbed onto that voodoo doll and has not let go, because Kuna was out on Saturday with an injury she sustained to her fingers in a freak accident in shoot around.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think 6 minutes into the game, Avery Watkins, look over, she's screaming in tears and her thumb's going the wrong way. So it's not recipe for success. That already small lineup's going to have to get
the bench is
much
just
smaller.
tightening and tightening. If McCarthy wants to look down, he's got like 3 seats to go at this point.
Yeah, it's not great for him. He really likes to use that bench. So if he's gonna have to reach deep into his bag or not have to yell at too many people.
Yeah, that'll be hard because you got Jasa Gamble, I believe, leading the Mountain West in minutes per game.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Millie Long's also in that top 10.
Yeah.
So they're definitely going to lean on those two. And for good reason.
Oh, absolutely.
35 plus minutes a game.
Yeah.
The conditioning has to go crazy.
I'm sure, talented freshman Ava Marr will get a couple more looks.
Mm-hmm.
Mo Chavez will probably get a little more game action. But yeah, I mean, other than that, it just gets small. I mean, you've got, India Clark is your center, which I think she's listed as a guard on the roster. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they construct that roster for the time being. Hopefully, everyone gets back healthy before their next outing.
Yeah,
So
you look at this record: 2-9 on the road. One was in the non-conference, and their one win was against Nevada. And Coach McCarthy knows. I mean, he said it after the win against Utah State. I've told our team, this is cool, but we got to win road games to get any respect in this league. Since then, they've gone 1-4 and 1-3 on the road. The road is tough for the Bulldogs.
yeah, and I mean, when you play in places like, Boise State and Wyoming and Colorado State, their road games have not been, easy at all this year. But, you got to be able to go on the road and put up points.
Yeah.
I mean, there's you want to talk about games left on the table. I mean, Fresno State has plenty of those on the women's side. I mean, off the top of my head, I can go Colorado State. They were up at halftime, gave up 31 points in the third quarter. Ended up losing by 3. Wyoming held them to 47 points. Could not shoot at all. Boise State lost by 8. GCU, I think, lost by 5 or 6. I don't think they've played San Diego State yet. But, these are all good teams that they're playing in tough environments, and they're not capitalizing. And that's not going to be, that's not going to get you far in the tournament.
No, but teams can get hot late in the year. The team did last year. Obviously, a whole lot of turnover from that team. But I took a dive into the stats. Just interesting. We're back. So as I was saying,
some treatment.
some treatment. Get them stretched out on the table. Looking at the stats for the women's team, really just middle of the pack in a lot of them. But the more physical, energetic stats, turnover margins, steals, offensive rebounds are near the top. Would love to ask McCarthy about that, because those are things that you can't really teach. It's playing physical and winning, playing the dirtier side of the game, and they're doing that, and they can press on defense.
It shows on the road because they're able to go into these environments and hold teams to, winnable margins. It's just they have to be able to score and stay ahead, where, I don't think they've quite been able to get that yet. And I'm, these injuries, that all hurts and stuff, and it's not easy to battle that. But every team in February is battling that. So
no
if
one's
you're
100%.
if you're gonna go into this tournament and look to make a run, you're gonna have to, bear down.
We shall see how they fare in the tournament. Still got a good amount of season left until March. Will be interesting to see how this team rebounds. 4-game losing streak. We'll see how
Speaking of
close, how
rebounding,
quickly they can.
Man, their last game against Air Force, I don't think, if you look at the box score, it's not going to show. But, man, I felt at times they could not, they just could not grab anything. And they let that one slip away, too. I think that was a very winnable game against an Air Force team that I don't think the Bulldogs have beaten in the regular season since 2024 now. So, and they will not play them unless they play them in the tournament this year. So, that losing streak will continue for another. Well, actually, no, it won't. Because they're not going to play each other next year unless they meet in the non-conference.
No.
But, yeah, I mean, it's hard to play, in this league. And, when you're going into tough environments and you're not getting that same energy from your home fans that claim to be so passionate about their sports, it's tough.
Wow. I mean, that's like the perfect segue. It's like this
What?
was like planned out or something.
No way.
To talk about the fans
The
and the
fans.
environment at the Save Mart Center.
Yeah.
And you bring that up. I feel like I've read something about that somewhere when it comes to fans. There just happens to be a paw print. Oh yeah. There is a story about that. What happened to the fans?
What happened to all the fans?
Wow. Would you look at that? If you haven't read it,
It's a great
obviously
read. Should.
pick up a
Definitely
copy
should.
if they're still out there on
yeah.
the newsstands, or check it out on the Collegian's website. What happened to all the fans? Attendance at the Save Mart Center continues to disappoint.
Yeah.
Now, is this both teams? One team? Is this for everybody?
Garnered more towards men's basketball, which has, since the story's gone out, not going to say there's any correlation, but attendance has gotten better. We'll see how the attendance number looks tomorrow with an awkward start time. But
brings us back to that Hawaii game last semester in football.
yeah. But no, I mean, it's so striking to see the difference between the men's basketball and women's basketball. And, even last week, I mean, it was a doubleheader. Both teams play back-to-back right after each other. And just the arena just immediately opened.
Switches.
Just completely filled up after the women's game. And I don't know if, you start with the men's game, but, I mean, I really think this women's basketball team is special, and what McCarthy is, building is worth to watch. And, these fans, they're just missing out.
Yeah. I remember going back to just the very first game of the year. It was a doubleheader, both teams playing Fresno Pacific. I go into the media room, do the interviews, coach and players, and that was because the women's team was first, and I was covering that. I come out after writing the story to a completely different Save Mart Center. So many people in there. I mean, the media table was completely filled. It's like, the Lady Dogs just smoked Fresno Pacific.
Forced probably 30 turnovers.
Yeah, McCarthy was talking about the record and his very first game as the head coach.
Remember
That's
that.
got to be exciting if you're part of the Red Wave. And I come out and I'm like, wow, this is quite different. And you go to a men's game, you go to a women's game, you can tell the difference in the fans, just the amount and the crowd. And McCarthy, I just enjoy, if you're not going to watch the game, watch McCarthy on the sidelines, because it is just it is a show to watch.
I think his hand is probably still ringing from the amount of times he just slams it on the court.
Yeah. Or bangs it on the scores table. You can tell how passionate this team is, and it starts with him. And I think more people need to be
I'm
need to
sure
be tuning in.
I'm sure they're trying to kick this 4-game losing streak in the ass.
Mhm.
But you know, I it was just so sad on Saturday. I think the infamous Green V section. We see them all over social media, and they're trying their best to get out to all these games, and I think it was five guys that showed up, and I mean they're still barking and making noise, but I mean it was like, ooh, guys.
Yeah. But then you go to the men's game,
And that section's full.
section's grown quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I will say they get a nice opponent with a nice 3-19 record on the road coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then they've got couple home games left. Boise State, Nevada, UNLV.
Nevada, who they beat on the road. That
Yep.
was one of their two.
Good little programs there.
Yeah.
Come out.
We'll see how they do, but the fans, I think it's the most striking difference on those doubleheader days, because they're advertising, but it goes to one and not the other.
Yeah,
I
I don't
think-
know. I don't know if there's another one that they have.
Mhm.
And I really think they should do more of those. It's fun. It's a great excuse to get out and watch some basketball. I think I think it'd be great to get that more often on the weekends. I know sometimes scheduling they're not home on the same days, but it'd be nice to see everybody out, support both teams equally.
Yeah.
I would like to see one time see them schedule the men's first and then the women's, see kind of who sticks around, if it's really just I don't watch women's basketball, or
Mm-hmm.
I just want to watch the men's. So
I think that would be one of the smartest things to do, because from the Save Center perspective, what does that feel like when the numbers only grow at 6 o'clock when the men tip off, or 7 o'clock?
Yeah, I mean, it's a question of, do we even want to host this team anymore? Like, looking at moving them, or saying go find somewhere else to play. So, I think with time, I think the program needs a little bit of building and whatnot, but I think next year is going to be a great leap. They have a lot of, they'll get Reen back, of another year of Ava, another year of, these freshmen and whatnot. I mean, they'll lose their seniors, but I think they'll have a little more oomph, another year under the McCarthy system to get acclimated, I guess.
If this is the start, near 500, coming from a career 700 win percentage, and you see all the accolades, personal and with his teams in Alaska, that's got to get you excited. It should get you excited for
and
the
I'm
future.
sure, if these injuries don't happen, this team's probably able to win some of these games with Reen being able to rebound and score. Like,
Mhm.
The game against Wyoming, Colorado State, like, these are winnable games. You're looking at a top 5 team in the Mountain West and possible Coach of the Year candidate. So I think Dogs just got to wait out the injury year, and I think just get ready for next year.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say to give up, because you still have a tournament to run, and
You got Millie Long's final
run the tape.
games
Yeah.
with the team coming up.
Miss 1,000
Career. Yeah, just shout out to her.
dog, straight dog.
Former Seawolf, always will be a dog in the Red Waves' eyes. And we're talking about basketball. Let's talk about a former Bulldog basketball player. Did you hear about this thing? With
Tell me
Paul
more.
George?
Tell me
Did you hear
more
that
about
thing though? Paul George former Fresno State basketball player who really any young player's favorite player. He is
Podcast
just
George.
podcast P. He's just the prototype basketball player.
Pandemic P.
To build his style of play. He can do everything.
Yeah.
He was recently suspended 25 games for taking getting medical treatment, taking something that was against the
Can't do that.
NBA's laws.
Can't do that.
25 games without pay. He will be back, about 8 games left in the season in late March.
Is Philly going to make the playoffs?
They're the 6th seed right now.
Really?
Without him. And what's crazy is he had one of his best games of the year just a couple days before the suspension against the Bucks. 32 points.
Yeah.
It was like I was watching OKC MVP conversation.
2017
Paul George.
Indiana Pacers, Paul George.
Because he goes to the Sixers.
I mean, a 2K cover athlete, by the way. Hope you know that.
That was the 2K curse with his leg that year, but hasn't really panned out. And the Sixers they get Joel Embiid back. Maxi's a superstar. Paul George has a game like this. Next game gets 15 against the Kings, and now he's done for 25 games.
Can't do that.
Still has not been said what he took.
Can't do that. That's all. That's all you need. You can't do that.
You cannot do that. 25 games without pay. It's something like millions of dollars that he will be missing out of.
He'll be fine. I think his podcast will be fine.
At this point, yeah. But a huge shock to basketball fans, basketball enjoyers. And the Sixers, we'll see how they can do. Because, I mean, they're the 6th seed right now. You get Embiid back, who, like him or not, he is an absolute monster on the court. Paul George, I mean, it was just... I watched those highlights. I'm like, oh, my gosh.
He's back.
He's back. He's back. And then the bombshell drops 25 games. Paul George did something you're not supposed to do. So a dark cloud over a former Bulldog.
Pandemic P.
Pandemic P.
Podcast P.
Podcast P.
PEDP.
PED.
Alleged.
No, we can't throw that out there. It has not been announced what was taken.
All I'm gonna say is
The streets are saying PEDs.
it's likely.
TikTok edits are saying PEDs, but we'll see. If that is the case, interesting. Just 25 games though.
Yeah, I mean, usually it's half or the rest of the season if you're past. It's kind of a. Although now that I think about it, I don't really remember the last time I've seen a basketball player get banged for PEDs.
MLB, you're gone for the year, buddy.
81,
and more.
yeah,
At
least.
But this 25 games, he'll be able to come back if the Sixers are still in the playoff push and make a run.
We'll
Which
see about that.
It is possible, but now he'll have 25 games to get his body prepared for
Flush
a
out
playoff run.
all those PEDs.
Alleged, you can't say anything, but we got another.
I can say what I want.
We got another thing. Did you hear about this other thing though? Another former Bulldog, but this one's a good one.
Oh,
this one's a very good
okay.
one. Did you hear about this thing about Aaron Judge?
I think I did, but
did you
really
see?
honest?
So Aaron Judge, former Diamond Dog, perennial MVP candidate, just won another MVP this past season. Was named to
How many
the
is that? 3.
Got these. Named to the MLB The Show 26 cover athlete. This is his second appearance on the MLB The Show cover.
It is?
Last one was 2018. Second appearance. Yeah. I'm not
Really?
making that up, I swear.
What?
Yeah. 2018.
You're lying.
No, MLB The Show 18.
What?
That was his first time.
You're wrong.
I'll bring in the disc tomorrow.
On PlayStation?
Yeah. PS4. I got it. So this is his second
you're
time
right.
appearing. And there is a little Easter egg for Fresno State on the cover. There's a little Bulldogs thing. So
We made it.
can we speculate? Because, of course, there's Road to the Show where you can create your player. Will the Bulldogs be a starting point
I have seen.
for your career?
I did see that post where it's got I think it had shout out Linden High School. Shout out 209. It did have high school,
Mm-hmm.
and then around the Bulldogs, it did have college. So maybe, I mean, we are a College World Series winner. So might
2008,
wanna-
and he did not play. He did not play in that. A lot
Might
of people may
wanna-
get that mixed up. He was not around
No.
for that ring
A
in
little-
2008.
just a little bit before his
Yeah.
time.
I mean, you look at the college football games when you're making your career in high school. You start in high school. I always went for my alma mater. I was a Cloveside Cougar, so I got to make that team, and then go whichever route that I went with my college career. Could you do that in MLB The Show 26? Start as a
Hopefully.
Bulldog,
That'd be cool.
play at Bob Bennett Stadium.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know the works of that, and I don't know if they're making a NCAA college baseball game.
NIL. I mean, anything's possible.
Yeah.
They need to bring back NCAA basketball.
Mm-hmm. Was that
But
Blake Griffin on the cover? Wasn't he on one of those?
Out of OU.
Yeah.
Boomer. All right, college football. What star ranking you choosing?
I mean,
You a 5-star or you a 2-star?
I'm not a 2-star, but I know I'm not a 5-star. So I'll put myself 3, fringe 4,
Mhm.
but I'm not a 2-star. I give myself that. I'm not starting from the bottom.
Okay.
I'm starting from I'm starting as a silent recruit.
Mhm.
It's like you go to a game for one guy, and then the coach is looking. Who's that guy?
No. Oh, yeah.
I'm one of those.
Yeah, like a... You describe yourself as like a real lunch pail guy.
Yeah, I'm just real into
hard-nosed.
real into just the small things.
Small thing.
Into
You're a
the
film
small-
guy,
yeah.
Mm. First one in, last one out,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
I'm a jock of all trades, or
Mm.
master of none.
Mm.
Is what they would say. But I'm just anything you need me playing gunner.
Okay.
Need me. I'm a true slot wide receiver, but I'll play
Okay.
gunner. I'll play corner. Whatever you want.
Okay.
3-star. What about you?
Okay.
You starting at the top.
I'm
you working to
definitely-
win.
Definitely 0-star. My ass is not getting recruited. I'll put myself at like a 3-star, I guess. Yeah. If I just really want to just have fun with it, I'm picking 5-star all the way.
Yeah.
Going to Alabama, just torching guys, putting it on
Yeah.
freshmen. Like, I don't care.
What position?
Well, they don't let me choose linemen.
No, they don't
So,
let you. They don't.
I'll
let
just
you
be like
drop
I'll be an Eddie Lacy type back. Just
real lunch pail guy.
yeah, just run right out. A gap, nothing else. B, C, gap, no. A gap or nothing.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Real-
If
a
Ray
true
Lewis and
north,
Ed
south.
Reed. I don't care if Ray Lewis, Ed Reed are staring me in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Going to
Going
that
right
A
through
gap.
them. That would. I mean, there's
That
so
would
many
hurt.
opportunities. You got college. They made the football. They brought it back. Got to bring back basketball.
Bring back the basketball, man.
Shoot, let's make a baseball game too. I want to play at Bob Bennett Stadium. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play.
There you go.
And while we're mentioning baseball,
Baseball.
while we're on the topic of baseball,
Isn't-
pitchers.
Isn't Fresno State baseball returning to Bob Bennett Stadium next
just
Friday?
over there. Softball's returning to Margie Wright Diamond. Now they'll
This
be
Friday.
They'll be this Friday. Baseball's back the next Friday.
Against Utah. Yeah,
Jinx. Well,
double jinx. I think you owe me Coke now.
I'll get you a DP. Yeah. Get
This
you-
guy's
get
a
you
man of
Mr.
culture.
Pepper.
Yeah, University of Utah coming in. Another Utah team to open up. Opened up
Mhm.
against BYU last year. Get the Utes this year. It'll be fun.
Excited.
4-gamer. Friday to Monday.
I'm excited. Just that smell in
dirt.
the air.
That dirt
Just
smell.
watching them
Yeah.
line up. We're back.
We're so back.
True. I mean, spring's in the air. You got basketball, and then you got baseball, softball. I can see them lining everything up, trimming the diamond.
You can hear the chalk going down.
Oh yeah.
If money didn't matter, I'd be a professional groundskeeper.
Mm-hmm.
I want to water dirt for a living.
Well,
It's just-
they have like this robot that does things for them now. No, I saw it last year. They had a bot going. I don't know if it was drawing the chalk or it was doing something, And I looked at that. I was like,
No.
whoa, that's interesting.
No.
Yeah.
There's something perfect about the human element.
Yeah.
Just going to a baseball game and seeing the guys with the hose. Just, oh yeah, yeah, that's wet
They
enough.
got got the things just
Yeah.
going around in the circle.
That was me at one point.
That was you?
That was me as a student manager at
Mm.
University of California, Santa Barbara.
There you go.
You ever rub baseballs?
No, you were rubbing them down?
Oh, I was rubbing them down.
Dang.
See, and there's an exact science to it too, because you know who's going to be pitching Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So you get some of the balls, they like them a little more tacky, a little less, more grip, a little extra.
Hey,
grip.
Reynolds, get me the...
Exactly.
You know what I want. Yeah.
Exactly.
Dang. Learn something new every day. I didn't know that.
Now they're trying to automate everything and be, it's all fair. Oh, whatever. What happened to the human element of things?
Yeah, we don't have to automate everything.
Exactly.
And if we're on that topic, get it to where it's like Fenway too, where you got to put up the cards yourself, not on the scoreboard. What do you think about that?
Wrigley.
Yeah,
Wrigley, Fenway,
Like
they
that.
get it.
the little you just see the
Giants
hand,
get it.
the hand popping out, you know,
Giants still have that.
and with the K counter. Did you say Giants?
Giants?
Did you say like this team,
The San Francisco
the
Giants?
San Francisco Giants?
The team that really just gets our hopes up every single year?
I mean, since you brought it up, it's not like we had it written down or anything. Since you brought it up,
yeah, we'll just talk
we
about
could
it.
get a little Giants talk in here because pitchers and catchers report February 10th to the 13th.
That's crazy.
Something like that. I hadn't had that written down or anything. It's just
Off
top
the
of my
dome
head.
piece.
So the San Francisco Giants have been known to put their rod into the water with the big fish. You got your Correas.
Pause.
Whatever it is, the hook. You put it in the water.
Yeah.
You got your Correas swimming around. You got your Aaron Judges out there.
Drotanis.
They come up, absolutely nothing.
Harrison
But
Bader.
they've been building something this offseason. They get Harrison Bader. They put him in center.
Luis Ariz.
And then they get Luis Ariz.
Yeah. I mean, who was the big? I mean, Kyle Tucker, obviously, but who else was the big free agent this class?
Belly.
Yeah.
Because Giants aren't getting Tucker. That was not in the cards.
It sucks that he's going to the Dodgers.
I really enjoy these two moves. Very much. I really like it. Putting Bader in center.
You could say the Giants signed a pile, and this guy'd be excited about it.
Whoa.
It just doesn't move the needle for me.
Not even.
Where are you gonna? What is Bader gonna play?
They're gonna put him in center. Jungie moves to right, and Heliot Ramos can go sit in left and maybe hit a home run every once in a while. He's
Maybe
that
catch
would-
a fly ball.
I think he is movable. Whoever wants him can take him. Buster,
Really? Out of
everyone,
you want to move Ramos?
Ramos. Yes.
Damn.
Yes.
I feel like Lee's the most movable.
Lee.
Yes.
Who led the team in batting average last year? It was Jung-Hoo Lee.
It's not going to be Jung-Hoo Lee this year.
No, it's going to be Luis Ariz. Where's he going to go in the lineup? That's the question. I think
cleanup.
I love this move. Okay, because when was the last time you heard of a Giants hitter touching 300?
Barry Bonds.
You got to go back to Buster Posey.
Oh,
Going over there.
I guess,
There was that guy. Now he's upstairs.
Yeah.
So
I guess I should probably remember him.
if he can get it going with the bat, wherever they put him defensively.
What isn't the guy like 34? This would have been a great move when he was still in the Marlins or the Twins.
He's been moved around quite a bit now.
maybe not on the Padres.
It's a 1-year deal for like $12 million. That's nothing. If you want to be a Giant for the rest of your career for however long, hey, prove it this year. Get on base because you got Willie Adames, first 30 home run hitter since 2004. Chappie at third. Rafael Devers. Gonna put him at first, or you have Ariz play there and just let Devers say, you can hit for the rest of your career right here. All you have to do is swing the bat and launch the balls into McCovey Cove.
It just doesn't move. It just
Doesn't move it?
Doesn't move the needle for me.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, look, you see the Dodgers and you see the Padres.
You cannot compare the Giants and the Dodgers.
Yes, you can.
At this point, you cannot compare
No,
the
because
two.
every year we think, okay, well, they're not going to go out and get anybody else. And then they go out and they get the big free agent. That's the issue. It's not going to matter. I mean, I know you still have to play the games. And, World Series are not won on paper. Semicolon, however, comma. We've seen this film before. Twice. And the Dodgers are just going to steamroll their way to a third straight championship.
I'm not worrying about the Dodgers, okay?
I'm worried about the fourth place Rockies.
I'm worrying about getting to that wild card spot and saying, let's get hot, boys, okay? The Dodgers are going to be the Dodgers. They're going to sign any and everyone, okay? You got Tucker. Fantastic, okay? They're going to pay him for the rest of their lives. That's great. The Giants made moves that they needed to make in order to boost their lineup. Now they can focus on pitching. Whatever moves from here on out is about pitching.
Logan
You
Webb.
cannot tell me that the roster is not better with Arias and Bader on this team.
Really not.
In how?
It's just not.
Right field has been a revolving door for quite some time now. Yaz, fan favorite. You can slide.
Revolving door?
Last year they were rotating a bunch of guys. Are you a
can't
Matos
call it
lover?
You can't call it a revolving door when Yaz has been there for 6 years.
Yeah, but last year they were trying to find the guy after he after they let
So
him go.
you don't trade your right fielder for 6 years. There's a novel idea.
He was a fan favorite. You loved him. Okay, I understand.
Look,
Fan favorite.
There's nothing wrong with me liking him because I saw him launch a walk-off home run into McCovey Cove against San Diego Padres on June 20th, 2023. All right?
The date.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, there isn't.
What is wrong is thinking Harrison Bader somehow makes you a wild card contender.
Because you slide him in center. Lee moves to right.
Gouge my eyeballs out with this microphone, guys. It's already been one episode.
Let us know down below, Giants fan or not. Whose side are you on here? They made moves. They made moves.
I mean, it took them.
You would rather.
It took them so long to get started. Let's be real. We were sleeping through most of this offseason.
So you think they are better off without having made those two moves?
I mean, okay. They had holes to fill.
And
But you are getting
those aren't
fourth,
filling.
fifth level replacements for the guy. You want a good, solid outfield option? Here's one. Kyle Tucker. Go out and spend some money. You want a good second base option? Nico Horner. All right?
Did he re-sign with
No.
Chicago? Where is he at?
I think we had to trade for him. Make moves.
Nico Horner. Hey, we're good here. Casey Schmidt's here. Okay.
Casey Schmidt's been here.
I
San Diego
can't
State
believe,
legend.
I can't believe that you're not on board with any of this.
It just doesn't move the needle for me. I'm sure in April and May we're gonna be great team.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna figure it out. And June's gonna come along and good old June swoon. For all you old Giants fans out there.
Get a new head coach. They made some moves. I think it is an exciting outlook for the 2026 San Francisco Giants.
Then you can sit in La La Land
And I am excited to rock my Logan Webb jersey.
on March
And
25th.
And I haven't moved it to the cart yet, but a Willie Adames jersey will be bought in the near future.
You getting like that cream, orange, City Connect,
Yeah,
gray.
Friday Night Orange, man. Because I got the Webb and the cream. I think an orange number 2 would just
Yeah.
look sweet.
What's your
on the
most
wall.
devious Giants jersey you own?
I never had a whole lot of Giants jerseys. My very first one was big time Timmy Jim. And then I had like the jersey shirts.
Mm-hmm.
I had those.
Oh yeah.
I never
I
had
had
like
I
a
had-
obscure one.
I think I had a number 46 Matt Cain Giants jersey T-shirt. That's a pull.
Yeah.
Or whatever his number
you're
was.
walking
and his-
around. You're just
It's just like that guy knows ball. Yeah. No, I'm afraid. I have to admit publicly that I bought a old City Connect Kyle Harrison jersey.
ooh.
Ouch. It was after the game against the Reds where he had like 11 strikeouts and 6 in the third, and I'm like,
I've seen enough.
I've seen enough.
Get me that jersey.
Went
right
to the
now.
game. Went to the game the next day. Alex Cobb pitched, 1 out away from a no-hitter. My stupid friend wanted to get up out of our seats to go see the final 3 outs. I'm like, no, dude, we have to sit here.
Yeah.
Blew it,
Oh,
and I'm like,
God. Well, speaking of Harrison, looks like the Giants won that trade.
yeah.
Hicks,
I
Hicks on
was-
his way to the
I was
White
a little-
Sox.
A little hesitant when I first saw it, but I'll stand corrected.
Get him full year. See how many balls he launches into the cove. Definitely 30 plus. Is there
mean,
going
you
to be
hope.
multiple 30 home run
No.
guys?
Well, I mean, shit, Adonis hit 25 in like 4 months.
Yeah,
So-
he got cold, super hot, cold, flaming white hot in August.
Yeah.
And just it's really I mean, just month to month, you don't know what you're gonna get. But I'm still getting that Friday. Yeah, I think that
Yeah.
Friday orange. You know, pitchers and catchers report 10th through the 13th.
We'll see.
Apparently,
Maybe the Giants will win the Cactus League.
apparently Bader and Arias isn't enough to excite Nolan Reynolds. We'll see.
All I gotta say is, why even play the games? We're headed to a lockout, anyways.
That'll be its own separate thing. Episode 30 is in the books, a milestone. First of the semester,
Hoping for 30 more of these.
30 episodes.
How many have you been on?
I don't even know because there's been like 2 or 3 that haven't made YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So technically could be more. But what, I started
Ballpark
2
estimate?
semesters ago?
Yeah.
Maybe half?
It's been a year.
Yeah.
It's been a year of the
We've had fun.
podcast.
Yeah. Now you've joined last semester, and we're keeping this thing rolling. We'll see who else we get onto this.
I'm sure
Never know.
we'll get known sports fan.
Yeah,
Jasmine
we'll get our
Alvarado on here.
cameos too.
Yeah.
Maybe Olivia comes in as we were talking about the Giants. She did.
Juan.
Yeah.
I
Olivia
get Juan on here.
Olivia did give a thumbs down to
Yeah.
Rafael Devers, who's
Well,
who's a Red Sox fan now. So
quote unquote. Yeah.
we'll see who makes a guest appearance.
Sure, we'll get Isaac on here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll just have to step up and like get out of the way.
If we
If it's like draft day, you
yeah.
guys can talk about Raiders.
yeah, if we get Juan on here again, you'll have to pop out. We'll probably just
Talk about your
talk
NHL.
Sharks.
NHL.
Talk Sharks for an ungodly healthy amount of time.
We have a lot to talk about and multiple microphones.
Multiple.
So we'll be staying on
One.
your.
2,
We'll be staying. Well, we got pull up
3.
a chair. Somebody pull up a chair. We got a lot
3?
of topics to talk about, and of course Fresno State. So we'll be staying on your screens and in your earbuds for
Good.
the rest of this semester.
Can't get away from us.
So we're hoping that you're excited for it because we're excited for it. This was
Very
just
excited.
a little bit of a taste.
And it still was about an hour.
Still was about an hour.
We just talked ball.
We're not done yet. So we're just gonna cut this one off right here. We hope you enjoyed. Episode 30 is in the books. We are indeed back.
Indeed. Very much indeed. And it just feels good. Feels good to get back behind the microphone.
Mm-hmm.
Been far too long. Probably
It's been
could
a
have
very long time.
gotten this, going a little sooner. But
We
I
do have some competition with the lifestyle podcast, so
yeah, well, we had competition with them last semester, and then they kind of fizzled out. So
we'll see. But they've been rolling strong here. They've had a hot start to the semester.
yeah, well, everybody has a hot start to the semester. It's all about consistency.
Yeah.
And that's what we bring to the table.
That's what we do.
Print, not gonna matter this year,
No.
this semester. We're going through it. We're going next day pod, getting it out.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's gonna happen.
So stay tuned. Keep refreshing that YouTube.
Yeah.
By the time you refresh
It's
it right
basically
after
gonna
this,
be daily podcasts
you're gonna have
at this point.
boom, and then boom, and then boom. And quite frankly, you guys aren't going to be able to keep up.
Exactly. Let's make this daily.
So, yeah, just live stream every day. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you, as always. Episode 30, we are indeed back.
In the books.
We will see you next time.